Hi everyone, and we're back for some more Zelda 2 Randomizer action here. So this round 1 Standard Tournament between CS Tutor and JJ Schmidt. We've got ourselves a new crew again. I'm Star, and with me on comms now is Night Shifter. How are you doing? Yes,
I'm doing good, Star. Ready to call my second race of the night.
And I've been on the review side for one previous race, and here I am again for the comm side. It's a speed run, several bits of tech setup, and okay, and make sure our runners are good. I am a minor scatterbrain, so we will be going here in a second. Which, in the meantime, let me sort out a couple loose ends. What are you looking forward to on this race? Oh, I do.
Well,
What?
since the other night we had a just massive vanilla one, let's go with something different. Let's go with islands all around with late boots.
Oh, those are always fun. Well, yeah, we'll see. Today's race room is agreeable jump, so maybe jump will be early at least. We'll see.
Who knows?
All right, and we're about to get going once again. Hope everyone in chat's still holding up well. We've had a bit of a marathon of Z2R today. We had an unbeatable seed, followed by an immediate reroll, so about 4 hours of that, or 3.5, 4 hours of that earlier.
So the first race of the day was an unbeatable seed into a reroll.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. We always have to have one.
And it was an unbeatable seed that was confirmed to over the hour mark. So.
Oh no.
So we had that. Then then after some shenanigans, we eventually got around to getting a new seed and a re-race immediately after, which caused some new fun. Because and then immediately after that, we had more races and more races. We had a 7 a.m. race, we had a 9 p.m. race, and now we've got this, which will be starting right about now. What was the glitch? So, in a vanilla shuffled eastern continent, it is entirely possible that if your desert tile is a pass-through tile, where you need to walk on it to get from one area to another, and the scene will not generate properly, and you will be unable to obtain the item. That was the trophy for Thunder in that scene. Speaking of vanilla, we have a straight vanilla west today.
Oh, here we go. More vanilla.
Speaking of vanilla maps causing problems.
So, right into medicine, magic jar cave here.
Yeah, 2 of our intermediate races. So the reroll on that bug seed is
of course,
there's
the hammer. So this vanilla west gets a little easier.
Yeah, and the bug seed earlier, the reroll ended up turning off vanilla flags, and the race after that also had, and then we've had at least one of the races with turned off vanilla flags. So at this point, we've got vanilla flags are a little bit new since the bug seed earlier. We'll see how this goes. Both runners now in Trophy Cave,
which we know to be a heart container thanks to both of them all at once.
Yep, Cobra getting it. Sorry, Tutor, Brain. I was just watching a race with Cobra on the left side, so my brain decided to think it's still Cobra with Tutor now.
JJ,
they both getting it.
And JJ actually killed the red Dyra and got a level out of it. Now off to Raru for a quick free spell as JJ heads off to Ruto to see what's behind the trophy. And free Thunder over in Ruto while Fairy is behind the trophy.
One nice, one not so nice. With Fairy being the more useful early game spell, you probably would prefer those to be swapped. Go west to find the cross. Thanks.
Thanks, game.
The amount of vanilla that showed up today is disturbing. Whoa,
Yes. Yes, the amount of vanilla today has been astounding.
Trophy also in the west as Tutor picks up Thunder.
So at least the trophy is somewhere in this area, and given that they already have a hammer, they should be able to locate it.
Yep, Hammer, not surprised we see it early because the vanilla map is extremely closed off.
Yes.
You need to get either Jump or Thunder to get out of the starting... Jump or Hammer, sorry, to get out of the starting area. Yeah, there's only so many places for those two things.
Yep. JJ getting...
Well, there's one place for, well, yeah, two max, either Rauru for Jump or Trophy Vanilla or somewhere for Jump, or Fairy actually works, so there's only so many ways around things.
Yeah.
It is possible the Trophy is actually in Parappa, which would work out, but it is obviously just how to be protected, but we'll see.
Yep. So JJ getting his Thunder, CS finding out the bad news about Fairy.
There's Thunder for JJ. Didn't Tutor pick up the hammer earlier? Unless
No, he has not gone to Magic Container Cave yet.
Oh wait, no, he hasn't. Okay, thank you for the sanity check. Anyone knows who Tutor's pronouns actually for concern? I'm not too familiar with them, so I'm not actually really certain what their pronouns are right now. Let me think about it. Oops. And I don't know why autocorrect decided to be dumb, but Krista, autocorrect does autocorrect things. Autocorrect has eventually learned the names of a couple Z2R runners, but it still likes to yell at me for all kinds of stuff.
Alright, and our first palace is P5 in a Pepto-Bismol pink.
Very pink.
And here's a CS going to be picking up their hammer if they can get through this little bit of combat here.
Yeah, this Dyra is not being cooperative. They are playing the same seed, as we like to call it, so the randomizer takes a numeric string of, I'm not sure what the upper limit is, but lower limit I think is probably 1, to determine, to help set a seed, as we like to call the randomizer algorithm. So we put the same string in as we find the flute in Stonehenge.
Yep.
But if you put in the same seed number for into the randomizer program, it will guarantee that both runners get, as well as the same alphanumeric string that dictates what flags, in other words, what the randomizer uses to know what to randomize, because it is changes. If we have the same seed string and same flags, and put those two into the same version of the randomizer, which is currently 4.0.4, then you'll be guaranteed to have the same maps and the same items. It would make no sense if we gave these guys different seeds, because then who wins is more determined by RNG than by who gets the nicer, well, item and map layout than by the actual skill of the runners.
And we are going to have a simultaneous candle pickup here, so they'll now be able to see what they're doing.
Yep, which means we know of every single item on the west, because we've seen a hint for the we've seen a hint for the trophy. We've found a hammer, heart, flute, and candle now.
Yep. So it's just a question of what caves which are in.
Yep.
Here we have
here's the next one.
Yep, P-Bag Cave. So now the question is this the cross or is this the trophy?
Yep. JJ is just slightly ahead of Tutor here, the two very close.
But
Tutor hasn't popped down to Parappa yet, or popped over Parappa. Beep!
Yep.
Also a slight audio adjustment, oops. The items will not be in the same place as the original game. They'll be randomized anywhere in the game. So as you can see,
there's the cross, which is usually in P6.
And this cave is called Peabag Cave because it has, well, a peabag in the vanilla game. So that's your answer to your question, Miles. They get randomized anywhere.
So that means Trophy is hanging out over in Medicine Cave.
Yep. They can't be in the original vanilla locations because there are only so many item locations in the game. It is a 1 in whatever it is chance, I don't remember off the top of my head, for it to be the original location, but there is absolutely no guarantees.
And now we're going to get a Mito check.
Spell. So you will also notice that the spells are randomized amongst each other. Mito does not normally teach you the spell.
Nope. That usually teaches you Fairy.
Okay, yeah, that was my next thought. You would have noticed at least a little bit on the previous race that the map looked a little funky. The randomizer also has an inbuilt map randomizer, which includes the potential to have a completely vanilla map like this.
Yes,
not super helpful for explanations right this second, but you can get a fully randomized map which you will need to then explore and figure out what it looks like because it won't be the same as, well, the original one.
Yes, Eldar, yes. You show back up and the vanilla West shows its ugly head again.
Yep. Alright, let's pick up this trophy now.
Oh, but there's a red Dyra. And with the bubbles, this could be tricky. Oh, there's a second one! Oh no! And with a beanstalk in between, it's gonna play havoc. This is... Oh!
But it will be easier to explain the map randomizer once we actually see a randomized map, because the vanilla map is bad for explanations.
And JJ gets through the double red Dyra and gets 2 levels out of that.
Very nice. If they can't beat them, they're pretty, game over for tutor, but they're pretty good level grinds if you can get past them, which is a little bit tricky sometimes, as you saw there.
Yes, and yellow Dyra, orange Dyras have rolled down, red Dyras have rolled up, and that's a trophy for JJ. So now...
Niles, don't worry about answering questions. That's what I was talking about with Map Randomizer, is yes, the overall maps are randomized amongst a set of different biomes or themes, one of which is, in this tournament, straight original. Hence why it's kind of bad at explaining.
CS, where are you going? You don't have Fairy yet. You don't have your trophy yet.
Might have forgotten. Oops. Happens to us all. Also, it can just be in the counter reset.
Oh!
They are going for this the Continental Connector, which is new. So the Continental Connectors on a vanilla map will still be in their original locations and will still be the original types, but where they go might be randomized. This might be Death Mountain as original, it could be Maze Island, it could be the Eastern Continent. We won't know until Tutor actually gets there.
Yep. Yes, because in vanilla, this leads to Death Mountain, but since this is randomized, we don't know where it's going to spit us out.
Yep.
And we get the East with a connector bridge just there too.
Yep.
And on Magic 2, Fairy is still uncastable.
Yep. This is looking like a Dried Canyon biome here, I think.
No, Fairy's 45, sorry.
Okay. And, nope, not vanilla. This is a volcano biome we got ourselves.
We have got
this is with that big bit of lava there in the middle, that confirms it.
Yep.
So, speaking of themes and randomized maps, Miles, here's an example of it. This is very much not the original Eastern Continent map, as I'm sure you can tell. This is a randomized one, so the basic landmarks are still there. There will still be 3 towns, there will still be 3 palaces, 4 towns, a Valley of Death, and the item locations will still be on this continent somewhere. We also see a Maze Island bridge there, which might lead to Death Mountain or Maze Island, or back to the... we know it won't be the West because there's no bridge connection in Vanilla West. But... Yeah, Brando, so Tutor's exploring because he has no idea, they have no idea where anything is.
Oh no! That's some unluckiness there.
Yeah.
Trapped? Oh, he got over that one.
Yeah, trapped between the Lizalvos and the horror place there.
Yes! And that can be a very dangerous place.
Around here. Ooh, nice, Nukasudo. Perfect for at least a heal as it gets shielded. But yeah, this is the volcano biome, which is a specific type of theme to the randomizer, where you can see that we got a glimpse of a big old bit of lava in the middle of the map there, kind of towards the southern the southern edge of where they're currently at, as we find Palace 4.
And there's Maze Island.
Yep.
So the only connector we do not have right now is Death Mountain. And this is P1, and JJ's making the play in.
Yes, he is. But the volcano biome is one that is distinguished by a crater in the middle, which replaces the Valley of Death, and splits the continent into two, basically. So they're effectively in the northern half of the continent. The crater is in the middle, and then there will be a whole other part of the map down south that they will need to find a connector cave down to later at some point. Whenever they can get there, which might take a bit.
And just a magic jar at Desert Tile.
Yep. You'll also notice that this P1 looks a little different. First off, that it's red. I'm pretty sure P1 is not red in the original game. We do have red palace colors in the randomizer, but more importantly, the room layout. What rooms are in each palace is randomized, and the layout of them is too.
Good job!
Nice. There is also in Z2 in the randomizer the option for community rooms, where a bunch of custom rooms submitted by the members of the community are included in the randomizer, which is why you probably are completely lost right now here.
And look at this! Oh, Attack 3 doing work right now! JJ just cutting through Horsehead.
Yep.
And that's that. Not even 15 minutes in, and JJ is taking down the first boss. Gonna have to ferry through to put his first crystal in just at the 15-minute mark.
Very nice. Tutor does not have any key or fairy yet, so Palastics would kind of suck. You're not gonna get anything out of this statue here, Tutor, I'm afraid, but is gonna go look for the items here.
And
there are two items in Maze Island. Where they are is randomized on the Maze Island map, so you have to go looking for them.
And without boots, this Maze Island walk is gonna be a long one.
Yes, it is. Or nope, just gonna up and out of there.
Yep.
Fair enough. jjschmidt's gonna take a look for the item in P1. This is one of the shortest palaces, and I guess I'll take a look, see if you can get this item. You want a glove, you'd like boots, the any key would be great, you don't know where Reflect is yet. Raft might, well, you don't need Raft at this. Well, you might need Raft at this point if you need Death Mountain access, let's see. Let's see as Tutor going back to the west as Cooper beats up the Siren Knuckle.
And yet another item. Oh, that's a dead end, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, looks like CS Tutor's stream has crashed. I am going to go see what's up with that. In the meantime, let's keep watching Cooper here in 1. What did Cooper do, Mariah? Well, it's looking away. Oh, and Tutor's back. Okay, apparently he just has Tutor just has stream issues sometimes as the chat informs us. Thank you for that information. I'm not particularly familiar with them.
The item room for JJ.
Oh, I said Cooper instead of JJ Schmidt.
Oh, and it's just a pee bag.
Yeah.
Yep, just the up A and out.
Yeah.
Now he'll probably search Maze Island here for the 2 items.
Looks like it is. CS Tutor picks up the life spell here. Sorry,
really don't want to have to come back here if you're JJ, since you have already beaten the palace.
Yeah, please let me know if I keep mixing up runners' names. This was the 4th Z2R race today, and my brain's all over the place, it seems. CS Tutor, not going to go through Saria right now, despite I believe he has talked to Bagu. It's also crashed again. We might just have to live with this. CS Tutor's internet just seems to be struggling. Crashed 3 times earlier, seems to have crashed again. I don't know when it will be back.
And our first item here on Maze Island is a heart container.
Yep.
Now, I think it was JJ who got a hint earlier that the medicine is also here on Maze Island.
Might have been? Yeah, I think I might have also slightly scatterbrained that.
So, he's found one, and... Yep, and here it is.
Alright, Tutor looks to be back again, at least for the moment, and that is an update from JJ. Does not need to return to Maze Island, beat the palace, saw the palace item, got both items.
Yep.
He is done with it for the good.
So he'll probably head off to Mito real quick, get the spell there, and then probably go do some more palaces here in the west.
Likely, yeah. CS Tutor is, I believe, on a bit of an item hunt right now.
Oh. Is he gonna go? Yes, he is gonna go through Saria.
He is gonna check this continental connector, and
he did pick up Bagu.
And
So
I am gonna get the life spell here as well. Barbus lizards with a
heart. Okay, so he does not need to look for the item in P6 if he so chooses.
Yep, there's a trophy for CS Tutor finally. That'll be fairy for them. And besides, I'm not gonna make it past that anyway. Just gonna death warp. Makes sense. Here's life for JJ. And smart.
Good use of thunder by CS there.
I'm kind of impressed Thunder's actually castable on Magic 4 and 5 Magic Jar, Magic 3 and 5 Magic Jars. That's funny, but very nice. Unusually cheap, but it took, even if it took his entire Magic for it, but hey, that works.
I think it's, as of level 4, it's 72, so you do have to have 4 Magic Jars. Yep.
Yeah.
5 magic jars used. So if JJ wants to cast it anytime soon, he's gonna have to find a magic jar.
Yes, he will. Tutor actually going the wrong way out of the North Palace. Little things that can easily just oops on the buttons.
Yeah,
It's gonna get blurry now.
If you're not used to Vanilla West,
that's a Death Mountain, all right.
Oh yeah,
that's not vanilla. That's not vanilla shuffled. I'm not sure what that is yet, but it's a mess.
This is either a canyon or a dry canyon. I'm going to put a bet on.
I'm thinking it's actually a mountainous Death Mountain.
And JJ wanted no part of it.
Nope. Took a quick look. It's like, yes, screw that. Don't blame him. I personally think it's mountainous, but whatever it is, it's not fun. Death Mountain, I don't believe can be a dried canyon biome because of how dried. I don't remember ever seeing a dried canyon Death Mountain at least, but might be regular canyon. I personally think it's mountainous, but it's not something you want to do. Could be a caldera actually.
Yeah, it could be a many a thing.
And apparently, Mariah says in chat, Death Mountain can be a dried canyon, but it seems quite rare. Yeah, I'm wondering if it has something to do with the way how dried canyons are generated versus wet canyons, I guess. That terminology sucks.
JJ coming right back here to the east.
Tutor now going to Parappa, so we'll find P5 here, as well as that hurt.
As JJ gets a magic container, so now he can cast Thunder as well.
And actually corrected, Tutor is going to find a flute here in Parappa.
Alright.
Finding this bright pink 5. Sorry.
Yep. And there's nothing there, CS. Nothing there.
No.
But JJ getting the bad news that Magic Container Lady is wanting 7 magic containers.
Yep, so gonna have to wait on that for a while. Can get the light shield spell out of here at least. Here's the flute for Tutor. And yep, okay. Tutor not doing too bad so far in this seed. Having a little issue with combat. We've seen some pretty nasty enemies early, but otherwise holding up fairly alright. 2 runners, we're reasonably close right now in terms of exploration. Mostly a 1-up. JJ Palace 1-up on Tutor at the moment. One in basically all of Maze Island. Yeah. JJ beating up this office, trying to get some experience, but it is not cooperating. There we go.
There's the Thunder use, and pick up immediately a Magic 4.
Yep. This is going to be downstab for CS Tutor. And let's see where JJ goes next.
Because unless he wants to make the commitment to cross the volcano, he might think about going back west and doing palaces.
Here's a note, by the way, for that volcano. This is an unusual one in that it doesn't look like there's a northern pass-through cave to get there. You can just walk right in. Which oftentimes, because usually volcanoes and calderas, you're supposed to get pass-through caves on either side, but if it's missing on one side, it's also frequently missing on the other, so I'm a little curious. Because if there's no pass-through cave on the other side, you might need to find another way around, and I don't think we've seen another way around yet. Nope. Okay, there's a pass-through cave, so we're good as we find P2. Gray with white edges, a little bit bright for my case, but it works.
And the background on the inside doesn't help.
Nope, it does not.
Well, it's better than the pea green P5 we had in one of the earlier races.
That's true, but yeah, this one, especially because it's got a reddish tint, which I'm not a giant fan of this reddish tint here. Makes everything look just a little bit harsher on the eyes. So.
Yep. And CS making the play to the Western Island Palace.
Interesting. No glove, but does have the fairy spell, which is castable. Expensive, I think, but castable. So we'll see if this works out. We know this is either 3 or 6 or GP. 3 would be decent, GP would be useless, and 6 would suck.
Yep.
So, we'll find out. 1 to 3 chance of this being a reasonable dig. Otherwise, good luck.
Yep.
And verdict is... well, it's not GP, at least.
Yeah, at least it's not GP.
I do hope, for Tutor's sake, this is a
that was a
3.
nice triple kill on JJ's side there.
Yeah. I hope for Tutor's sake this is a beatable 3, because this is a bit of a hike for a palace you can't beat.
Yes, it is. And do we have confirmation this is 3 yet?
No sign of windows.
So this could still be 6.
33 for the fairy spell here on magic, whatever this is.
Magic 4.
Number 4. Okay, that's not too big.
It's 2 casts, and here's the item in this. It's P6.
It's
here's
P6
Barba.
with a fast Barba, so that works.
And just
another
the
P-bag and 2.
Yep.
Blah.
So, and I think CS Tutor. Oh, he's gearing up. He's getting ready to fight Barba.
I mean, you're here, you might as well give it a go. Casting the shield spell, smart. Gonna be a little bit slow on attack 3. I'm not too familiar with how Tutor's skills are at Z2R, so we'll see how he holds up against this early game Barba on low levels. Being very slow and cautious right now, which is the play you want, which is a strategy you want to take here. What you don't, you're only on attack 3. You're on your last life. You don't really want to go for a jackhammer right now.
No, he might not even know how to do the jackhammer.
There's that too. Never know with new runners, or new runners to tournaments at least. Don't know if Tutor participated in older Z2R tournaments. Certainly hasn't participated in one anytime in the last 2 years.
But this is the pass-through room, the community pass-through room.
That's a fairy block here for JJ.
Yep. So we had the
community.
So we had the community version room of the usual vanilla dead end into a fairy room.
Yeah. Alright, Barba is, well, it's being Barba, but Tutor hasn't gotten hit yet, and is wearing Barba down bit by bit.
Yep.
This is slow, but it beats hiking back here, so I would do it too in this position. I would see if he chooses to stick around for the item. Okay, I thought he was going to get hit there or jump in the lava for sure, but very nice. Middle hole can be kind of toy.
JJ realizing he needs to take a death here because he does not have the magic to get through that key lock.
No. Artful dodging from Tutor continues. Barba finally going down to 4 bar, going down another bar of health. That feels like it was a good, 6 or 7 hits for 1 bar?
Yep, and here's Helmet Head on JJ's side. Oh, was all but dead to begin with!
Oh my goodness, Helmet Head rolled low!
He was already 6 health bars gone of 8, and oh my goodness. That makes for a very easy fight, and he gets a level off of it.
Yep.
And just enough magic to ferry through and get his second crystal placed.
Tutor's doing well. Yeah, Barba down to 3 bars of health now, but this is, painfully slow Barba fight, but very well done here. It's a good show of patience and execution to do a Barba on low levels without getting hit at all. And no lava bath so far on what is turning into a, I'm not sure what he got here, but it's been a few hits.
But, JJ scouting out the rest of the east here, And finding out that if he wants to see any more of it, he's gonna have to go through that connector cave on the other side of the palace.
Yep. Because, no ifs, ands, or buts, I see a funny little dead-end cave there as a side note.
Yep, just enough to throw it off.
Yep.
Ah, Royale with cheese doing the good work.
Yep.
Converting more
JJ...
and more to Z2R.
Indeed. Not as many returning faces, but lots of new people is always nice to see. JJ is going to bait the bullet and head south, as Tutor is down to 2 bars on this Barba.
This has been a very long Barba fight, but it has been one of good patience, no hits, and no lava baths, so...
Oh, well, good thing too, because he has no wiggle room. If he takes a death, he is going back to the start and gonna have to restart it. Barba's only like 5 rooms in, so it's not too bad, but it's still more than you want to do if you can get this one try.
Yep. Oh, I believe you there, Animus. And JJ fighting through this. Oh!
Trying to fight through this.
Barba down to 1 health. And finds Rising P-Bag Cave.
Alright, we'll see what this item is. And there's the Inn key. Very
that
nice.
Will make his palace explorations a lot easier now.
Yeah, and this has been a very impressive hit on Tutor's side, I agree, as he
And
tries to
he
take down Barba.
completes the fight. Very good. No hits.
Yep. And gets a level at this too, so not too bad.
And oh, he didn't jump into.
Here.
And it looks like he is going to go back and look for the item here in 6. That's a bit of a gamble, just on 1 life. But he's placed his crystal.
If it's like the next room over, might as well take a look.
Yep, but he's placed his crystal, so...
Aaron is saying in chat, man, I feel like I've left this channel up all day, there's been Z2 all day. Well, there has been Z2 up all day on this channel. We started at 2 p.m. Eastern and haven't really stopped for any long period of time ever since.
We are closing in on 10 hours of Z2R today.
Yes, we are. This is the 4th unique race, 5th unique seed. That is it for Tutor.
Yep.
And he's gonna go in again. I mean, if you're here, give it a try, I suppose. It is a hike to get back here, so... This is a risky choice as we find out Rainbow's got a child today, but it might pay off.
Yes, but since this is just jump...
On our end, we know this is just a heart container, because JJ found a hit that Barba slithers with a heart.
Yep.
Tutor does not know that, but considering... Got 6 hearts at the moment, but you can't super complain about another one if it's reasonably accessible. We'll find out. I hope for Tutor's sake it's either quick or buried behind a glove, so they don't continue here too much.
Yes, something to deter him in some way to be like, you really don't want to dig this out.
Yep. Because 6 is one of the longest palaces.
Yes, 5 is
longer on average, but this is one that loves to
do stuff like that.
Yep.
But yes, P5 and P6 are usually the 2 longest palaces in the game outside of GP, and trying to dig either out for an item you may or may not need is a gamble you just don't want to have to take. Oh, and that is just a dead end. So CS is gonna... Oh, JJ found the boots. In Sunken Peabag Cave. So that's gonna also help speed up his overworld travel, at least here in the East. And oh, JJ finds GP in the absolute southwest corner of this East. JJ with the up and A. This could be him deciding to finally go attack some of these western palaces. Here's JJ going to turn in his medicine for the spell. As CS continues to try and dig this heart container out of here. Oh, and there's the glove block that will turn him away. So that was for the best. Don't worry, guys. It was just a heart container in P6, as we know from a hint that we saw on JJ's side.
Oh, I actually muted myself. Whoops.
I was wondering. I was wondering if you maybe just had to go take care of something.
No, well, I did have to step away for like a second, and then forgot to unmute myself when I came back on my mic. Jeez, okay, where was my train of thought going? Right, so, with GP being spotted by JJ, that means that P3 must be in the swamp on the western continent.
Yep, which
Tutor
CS is heading right to there. And
for that heart container, though, although,
yeah, he ran into a glove block that finally turned him away.
Unfortunately, it was a good 4 minutes after he beat Barba, so that's still a pretty good sized time sink.
Yeah.
4 minutes is a lot on an hour long. Is a lot on a random that goes an hour and a half.
I do like the color of this P3. And there's the glove on water tile. Oh my!
Ooh,
so boots in Sunken Peabag Cave required to get the glove on water tile.
Any key, boots, and glove all in the south. Apparently the answer was to just go south.
He picked up a reflect somewhere.
Must have been the Brew or Old Casino, I'm not sure which of the two.
So, actually, ladies and gentlemen, JJ is in go mode. Yes, he has all the spells and items he needs to complete this seed.
Yep. Tutor needs to go south, I think, is effectively in the east is essentially what he needs to do.
Yep, he needs to get back to the east and get across the volcano.
Yep. There were multiple choices to be had, and unfortunately, Tutor's choice did not end up working out as well as he'd hoped.
And here's the item here in P4. Another magic container. Which is a welcome sight. He was only on 5, so he'll take it to get to 6.
Yep. One to see what Fairy is at on Magic 5, because at Magic 4 it was 33, which is too much to... which is one more than 2 Magic Bars, which is super annoying. We'll see if it's any nicer in Magic 5, because I'm not sure.
But it doesn't matter as much to JJ, because he did find that any key.
That's true. Down these fun rooms.
And down he drops. And down he drops some more. Okay. That's dead end room, but he'll be able to go to the left. Into an open crossway.
Yep. Always fun to see these open air rooms.
Yes, I wish there were more open air rooms in the game.
Open air barbers are particularly fun. We got that earlier for Tutor.
Yes, we did. And here's the item in 3.
Yes, it is. And a child, right? We saw that.
Child.
So that'll be
That'll be jump. So JJ just looking for Karok now. And getting mirrored rooms back to back.
Yep.
Oh, this is the pass-through. And the reason why you can tell this is the pass-through is when he entered the room, the overhang above him was much longer than the one that's not the dead end. It's longer than the one that is the dead end.
Yep.
Oh, that Doom Knocker took CS with him.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yep.
Here's a revo for JJ. I think. Revo? No, Karok. Wrong Palace. Raids quit today, apparently.
It's been a long day, Star. Oh!
Yes, it has! Ouch!
The rare Karok death here.
Yeah, Karok usually doesn't tend to do that, but sometimes Karok just decides to warp on top of you.
Yep. And when he does that a couple times when you're on just one heart container, that's usually death.
Yep. But there we go. Second time's a charm. And that'll be JJ's third gem.
Yep. And with this, he'll up A, probably step up a save, and now it's time for him to clear out the west. You're funny, Animus. You're funny. JJ electing to go to P5 first. Now we get to see the inside of this Pepto-Bismol mess.
Yes.
Oh, it's an even brighter. I didn't think it possible.
And part of the problem is that the background has it outlined in the same shade of pink.
Yep.
Which, it is bright, alright.
Oh, that is a seriously bright pink.
I'm not a fan.
For our sakes, JJ, we hope you find Guma very fast and take him out very quick.
It doesn't... Yeah, because the background's also outlined in pink. It has those dotted bricks, and the foreground has those very tall and narrow bricks. The combination of which is incredibly trippy and actually a bit motion sickness inducing.
And the stained glass windows do not help either.
No. There's a little bit too much going on.
Little too much pink.
It's a pretty bright, I'd call it Pepto-Bismol pink. It's like the same level of brightness as these orange iron knuckles, just pink instead of orange, basically. About the same saturation and brightness, just a slightly different shade, just a slightly different color base, but just as bright, and I'm not a fan.
Oh, this is definitely a very, very obnoxious pink.
Yeah, oh, I absolutely agree. I understand the greens and yellows can be pretty bad too, but this is... I honestly prefer the hot pinks to this, because at least they're darker. Yeah. You know, like fuchsia or magenta can still be pretty bright, but not quite as obnoxiously difficult on the eyes as this. I think that might be a loop on a different note. Something about that looks familiar. And was saying that his favorite color is Vanilla GP, which for anyone who doesn't know is essentially Triforce colored, a really bright yellow-orange. We saw that recently.
Yep. Okay, JJ, go back down, you're looping.
You're really looping. Oh, never mind, here we are.
Or not, he has found... He
must have just been a lot of the same elevator, because I thought that we were looping in multiple spots there, but here's Goomba. Goomba, of course, is being tough on attack 4, though not quite as miserable as attack 3 Barba. In terms of hit points, at least, though Goomba also hits like a truck and is harder to avoid. And that is a death tutor. There we are, Goomba's down for JJ.
JJ survives that Goomba fight.
Yeah, down to 1 hit left, but gets it done, and that is his 4th gem.
Yep, as DS continues to fight Rebo here.
Yep. Rebo of his horse is not on much life right now, though. Okay, does have enough magic for the life spell, which replenished 3 bars, so that's not bad. Might have just enough for another. Oh no, it does not have enough spell for another cast. I can't math, and that is a game over. Ouch. Feels bad because I think Rebo's a bit of a hike too. Rebo was almost down, but combat's hard in Z2R, and it takes a while to get good at it.
Yes, and you know, I believe CS is either is he a new face this year?
New face this year, I believe, yes. Ouch, I just whacked my elbow on my desk. But I don't, at least Tutor, I don't remember seeing him in any of the last turns in the last 2 years, at least. Don't know if he was in any before that, but I think it has been. I do remember seeing him around the ALTVR community, is where I think I remember him from.
Alright, well, because it's kind of showing that he's a little bit new to the Z2 combat because of how he's Animus got him to pick it up like 2 weeks ago. Okay, so he is very unfamiliar with some of the more quicker strats and kills on with some bosses.
Yeah, he's doing very well considering he's been playing this randomizer for all of 2 weeks. That was a very, very good Barba, and he's shown some pretty solid combat.
Yeah.
It takes a long time for runners to get good at combat. I remained terrible at this by playing Z2R for a while. There's a reason you guys never see me in a tournament myself. And he's picking up pretty quick. It just takes practice, really, is what it comes down to.
Yep.
Practice, 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 and you'll get it eventually.
Yep.
As far as I can recall, Tutor's pretty good at ALTDPR, but ALTDPR and Z2R are such different games. There's not really much of anything that carries over, other than the stuff that carries over between all randomizers, I guess. The general idea of routing and efficiency, but there's not any real function between the games.
JJ and Tutor came from both sides of that room below to come meet at the elevator to Rebo.
Not sure what's happened to Taco. Haven't heard from her in a while. Hope she's doing alright.
But I think we'll see with JJ here. Oh, no, he is also jump attacking on Rebo and gets him down. Yep. Oh, here goes CS with the down stab strat on Rebo.
Yeah. Isn't able to stay on top as much, but is at least
Rebo's not playing. Well, Rebo's not playing nice either.
Not cooperating at all. CS Tutor is trying to get the down stab strat, but can't seem to get back on top.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
On zombie health. Getting his kill as well.
That was cutting it way close for comfort.
Yep.
And, that 33 cost of magic strikes again. Fairy strikes again. He is 1 point short, I think. At least it's a quick death warp since he has, 0 health.
Anything could have breathed on him and it would have taken him out.
Even the bot. Alright, JJ's gonna go do that 6 now.
Yep, and then once he's done this 6, he'll be free to head back to the east in that far southwest corner and get into GP.
Time to hike.
Yep, it's gonna be a hike. Now let's see if JJ can get to Barba faster than Tutor did.
Yeah, Barba will be a much nicer fight, hopefully, on Attack 5. Attack 3 was a 5-minute fight. Should have only be 2 on Attack 5. We'll see how mean Barba decides to be to JJ. Tutor decides to not go to P5 yet without a glove or any key, but still
yes, Desi, this is Vanilla West.
Yep, and Barba.
Wow, JJ got the Barba very quick.
Yeah, the no more vanilla thing was race by race. It's not for every race, Desi's. These guys do not make custom flags, so they've just got the regular ones.
And that was a very good Barba fight by JJ.
And that is the final gem in 56 minutes for JJ.
And 567 is very good for heading into GP. So, let's see how fast he can get over to that GP.
so more hiking to be had.
Yep.
As Tutor has found Horsehead, who is going down extremely quickly. Just still get a couple hits in for good measure. And is now not moving. There we go.
And that
Big jump number 3 for Tutor.
and that Horsehead hitbox can be very deceiving.
Ooh, it can.
It is. And you can't aim for his snout. You gotta aim for between the ears if you want to consistently hit him.
Yeah, because, you know, that makes sense.
Logic in RZ2? Come on now.
Tutor's gonna go look for a P-bag, which we know, or for the item, which we know to unfortunately be just a P-bag, so... Nah, there won't be much to be found. JJ's doing well. I know we saw him in last year's Standard Tournament. I remember absolutely nothing of it, I'll be honest. Been too long since we've last seen him, but he is doing very well on this seed for sure. Resetting encounters, okay, it's like, what's he doing? Oh yeah, that... On his way down... Oh, there's the raft tile, okay. So if they had ever found the raft, wherever that went off to, they could have gotten a slightly faster way there from the west. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, at 59:16, sub-hour entry into GP for JJ.
Yep. What would you call this shade of red?
Fire chicken red.
That works. I think it's strawberry color to me. Got an immediate fork, JJ choosing to go right.
And then an immediate drop.
Yep. That is the top of the L7.
Yep.
The top of a right-facing L7 to know, because you can see this in both directions. And another fork. And Tutor decides to get out of line. Good choice, as we know there's just a pea bag. This fun elevator room. JJ gonna head down. And down. And right, to find T-Bird.
Alright. Another hit. And he has him down.
Very nice. Picking up the pea bag on reflex. Does not actually does much of anything. And hi!
We have
Chickens!
chickens
Multiple
galore.
chickens, more chickens! And okay, there should be a fairy here, which he pretty seriously needs right about now.
Yes, that was an excellent, very excellent, very patient T-Bird fight on his end.
Yep.
JJ?
Yeah, alright there.
Are you okay over there, JJ?
Okay.
Okay.
He's coming because I do remember. I know he said this is a bit late for him, but I would have been surprised if he'd somehow managed to fall asleep at his desk mid-race.
With as adrenaline pumping as these races can get, I would find that very hard to believe.
Yeah, exactly. I think he might have just been having a thinking moment as to which way to go from there once he got that health refill. That's for Tutor. Kills T-Bird narcolepsy hits. Lol. And, apparently there's quite a bit of GP after T-Bird, so there's a chance some of those other forks you saw were dead ends, because there are only so many rooms in a short GP.
Yep. And we are seeing quite a bit here after T-Bird.
Yes, indeed. There is a lot of stuff. Nope. Ow! Including that chicken night.
Alright. Good getting by the chicken night.
Yeah, chicken's turning out in force today here in this GP. Not a lot of waffle rooms, but plenty of chickens.
And another split. And up. He will choose to keep going right.
Including avoiding yet another chicken.
Yep.
And there are sure a lot of rooms, as this I think is a P2 for Tutor now. Got ourselves one of these fun two-shaped rooms. You can also see this in reverse, I believe, as it's S-shaped, which is hard to glove and downstab or upstab block depending on the direction.
And we have an emoji room.
Yep.
With a super hyper bubble.
That's because it's confined in a really small space, in a fairly small space.
Oh, good job for with him getting the bubble off screen, so it didn't pursue him.
Yeah, can't avoid this one as easily though, and he has to deal this chicken night. Who is giving him some business? Yow!
Giving him all the business.
There's the
bottom of the.
That looks like a different L7 though. I think it might have been a different enemy set. I'm not sure. Either way, gonna look for a health refill over here. It's the other way that's the way out. Or maybe not. There he goes. Well, we saw the top of the L7 earlier, but that doesn't tell us much about where the bottom of the L7 goes!
Oh!
Here's the night again. You should do it. I think that this might have been a different. Well, never mind. Let's break in a few different places. Let's not continue that train of thought right now. But there's gotta be at least one or two loops in here, right? Because we have seen a frankly ludicrous amount of rooms in this GP, and I think JJ is doing a full clear here. That room looks familiar. This chicken. Looks familiar.
Down he goes to that chicken again.
Yep. JJ. I'm not sure what the way out of this loop is, but this looks really familiar.
Yep.
Familiar room, familiar result. Exactly, yep. Elendar. All the chickens giving him all the business.
Yes.
That room might have been new, though. Maybe not, because this still looks familiar. He is trying to find his way out of the loop right now. These are all rooms I'm pretty sure we've seen before. This exact sequence with basically the same enemy. With, as far as I can remember, the same enemies. Loads of flying stuff here, not being fun. Yeah, that's the fairy refill room again. Let's head right. Oh, what are these platforming things?
Oh!
Got
King
lucky
Bot.
to not get knocked into the lava there.
King Bot trying for a kill there.
Yep. That one's always fun because that enemy that jump scares you, and depending on what it is and how unlucky you are, can very easily just knock you right into the lava. Was hoping for a health refill there, but no. There's just a P back there in Tutor. And this room is new for JJ at least, so hopefully he's on the right track. This is fun. This big bubble!
He's
now on zombie health.
Yep.
It's P2 for Tutor. P5 is... I think P5 is a different one. I apparently forgot. Oh yeah. Yeah, P5 was a Pepto-Bismol one as we finally find Darkwing.
He is on zombie health. He cannot take a single bop here. Or he's going to have to
He does have one life left, I believe.
No, he is on 0.
Am I wrong? Okay then. Oops. Well, here goes!
No! Game over on 1 hit left! Oh!
That hurts! Hopefully he remembers his way back after all that looping.
Yep.
But that hurts. Ouch.
Okay.
It's T-Bird, so this should be pretty quick, because it was shortly after T-Bird that he just went right. He went up, got a fairy, kept going up, and got a loop to heck. Smart choice to just ferry through here.
Yep. In fact, I think he has to ferry straight across here. Yep. And then back through this room.
This one's fun. Likely gonna have to sacrifice... might have to sacrifice a life here, that he drops useless. It's just kind of hard to avoid those fireballs coming out of the ceiling, or the floor, sorry.
And very clean!
Yep. And back to this big bubble.
Yep, now round 2 with this bubble.
25, I think, is
just
one
reset.
magic point too much for him to be able to cast Fairy here. I think he's on 24.
Yeah. And if he remembers, there's an incoming red chicken knight.
Yep.
Oh, even
shield
through shield.
Yowp. Tutor's having a rough time here. I thought this was 2, but I may have actually mixed these 2 palaces up, so I could be wrong.
No, this is 2 because 5 was the Pepto-Bismol.
No, wait, right, yeah, it is. He's just getting really lost in this, too.
Alright, JJ back to Darkling. Round 2. This time the fight should go his way.
Yep.
Oh, I'm being a little more aggressive this time. And there goes Darklink, and that will be jjschmidt77 finishing first in this race with a time of 1:12:28.
GG. Going to 1-0 in Swiss, and will be joining us for an interview shortly. Yeah, quite slow time even with that game over. Tutor will be continuing, so we will most likely rate him once interview wraps, as he finally finds Helmet Head, which is out sick too, which is seriously sick. Pausing briefly, I think, to type. As I see the race room.
1:13 is definitely one of the faster times we've seen for a seed finish this Swiss so far. I mean 1:12. So doing pretty good.
Yes, indeed. I need to actually get JJ into the ZSR Discord. I'm not sure he is there. Yeah, 4 times with Tutor, pretty solid so far. And I see a JJ. Let's get him in. Hey JJ, GG's.
GG's, JJ.
If you're saying anything, we can't hear you. Hello? Sent him a thing to see if he knows what's up. Hopefully that gets sorted as Tutor finally heads south. We'll be hitting Go Mode here with the Glove and Reflect spells, and then can just plow through Palaces 4 and 5 and be done with the seed. The GP bear, depending on how your out's GP, could also tuck him well too.
Well, he has to first go get his boots out of the P-bag cave here, so he can. Oh, he needs the boots out of there
first. Yeah, he does need those boots to get that glove.
Yep.
Okay, JJ can't hear us, we can't hear him. I have told him to check his audio settings. Alright, Tutor's on list. I've didn't update the palace after boss. That makes sense, Animus. GP will be a race. It'll be, should be able to survive long enough to get the GP for that reset, I think. Still working on JJ's tech issues. Hopefully he can get this sorted, because tech issues suck. Ah, there's the Buru for Reflect. I was wondering. So I couldn't remember which one was which. So Fire must have been an Ilka suited today for what little that was worth. Hello there, JJ? You have somebody? As Tutor gets Reflect. I missed it. Did Tutor up A at the GP, or is he still on his last life?
Is picking up fire, so be interesting to see what the fire spell. Oh, he up-A'd completely and back to the east. West, I mean.
To the west. I mean, I guess may as well clear out P5 and then go back for the last for P4 and GP. Not the worst idea. GG's audio does not seem to be functioning, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it's Discord being dumb or what, but or computer being silly, but audio is cantankerous. So it does not seem to be cooperating. I've invited him to join us in Twitch chat since I'm not sure what's up with it. This room is really struggling to load 3 enemies, all with a high number of projectiles at the same time.
Yep. The vanilla game made sure that you didn't have enemies like that. The randomizer, not so much, and it stresses.
Yep, hey JJ in chat, GG's. Yeah, apparently Discord really isn't your friend today. GG's on what is in fact, as that night shifter notes in chat, one of the fastest times so far in Swiss, so you've had some long ones. Hour 12 comparatively fast. What do you think of the seed? The Darkling thinks from best friends.
Yeah, gave you that hug right at the absolute last second.
That was a fun one. But this is an interesting seed. Vanilla West, always fun. Pretty classic, clear the items, get the things. Then you end up in the northern end of a volcano east, where turns out your entire government is in the south, basically.
Yep.
So you ended up going south through the caldera, through the crater, sorry, and well, Tutor ended up up-A'ing back to the west and going to the island palace, which turned out to be, going back to the west, getting the trophy, which he hadn't done at the time, turning that in for Fairy, and then going for the island palace, which turned out to be P6. Attack 3 Barba took a while as he takes a bath here on Guma. Actually, Barba took him about 5 minutes. Was a very impressive first try fight, but that ate quite a bit of time, and then he spent another like 4 or 5 minutes in there looking for the item, which was a heart container and glove lock, so that ate a lot of time, and then Tutor's been doing very well, having only played this randomizer for about 2 weeks, apparently, but combat hit you both kind of hard today. A lot of tough enemies early, had a little trouble getting levels. Vanilla West's always tricky on that front, and of course there was the hiking required in the east, which didn't help. Yeah, JJ noting I felt like the only time I see it was just checking Death Mountain Sorry for nothing. Yeah, Tutor ended up doing Sorry as well pretty early. I think he saw Death Mountain, but neither of you really did much in Death Mountain. I think it must have been either a volcano or I think it was a mountainous or caldera biome, but either way it was not required.
Yeah, you basically took one look at Death Mountain and said nope, and CS didn't go in there either, so we have no idea what that Death Mountain had to offer.
Nope. It did all the feedbacks, probably. Blue and steady here for Tutor on Guma. Does have enough magic for another life spell, which is good. There we go. Very nice. That'll be his 5th gem. He's been... Once he finally got past P6, he's been picking up gems at a decent pace.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, he needs to go get a magic refill. As I say that, he's picked up 4 more gems in the next 40-15 minutes, which isn't too bad. Of course, dying to a Stalfos on Life 6 is a bit slow.
Yep. So JJ, any other thoughts on the seed?
Decent. Better than a pot, true then, Miss True, as far as that Death Warp goes. JJ's saying seed is pretty straightforward. Yeah, this was pretty straightforward. Clear the west, clear the east, beat the game. Maze Island was a nice interlude that was really fast. You were in and out of there very, very quickly.
So you now join the group of racers in the 1-0 bracket for the next week, which includes some pretty big names so far. So yes, you might see a very much of an uptick in your level of competition next week.
Yeah, got a lot of the more experienced crew on the 1-0 bracket. No offense to Tutor, but we've got,
yes, Eleanor.
2 races. But we do, in fact, already have both Animus and Trails in there from earlier.
And our
winners of TH Nimemba and Cobra Warlock, gonna be some tough ones to potentially get. JJ is raring to go, wants to get Trails the band himself. Not really.
And also, we also have to remember that Level Engine is in that 1-0 group due to his buy.
Yep. And Level Engine is no slouch.
So that 1-0 group is packed.
Yes, it is. Got a lot of tough opponents there. You need a 3-2 record to be able to move on to brackets, although there is also playing race for the 2-3s, and there will be a bonus bracket as well, the Nibiru Invitational again, as with last year. but if you want to make the main bracket, competition is tough.
Winner of Mariah Patrick probably wants level up.
Oh, jeez. Speaking of that race, Mariah himself in chat saying he's got to throw his game against Patrick to avoid the 1-0 folks.
Oh, and because
Tudor doesn't have the glove.
He never.
Mind you,
He never went to the cave that had his boots to go to Water Tile to get gloves.
He will need to go back for that. I forgot that. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, he's gonna have to up A now. No, you can't ferry back up.
Can't ferry through the ceiling.
Once you jump down.
That is one sad ferry there.
Yep.
Just gonna take it out here. Sensible.
And
unfortunately, you back on the ceiling.
Oh.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm about out of questions for JJ actually. How about you, Night Shifter?
I think all the questions that needed to be asked were asked. I think it's time we put this to bed for the night and go raid CS.
I think so. Yeah, I believe Tudor doesn't need a glove. In fact, the glove would send him on the wrong direction. As long as he doesn't walk off the edge in that drop, and actually heads left across the ceiling, which is really a little bit unintuitive in this particular drop room. There we go. This should get to Karok. Yeah, GP is not glove locked. It's actually kind of impressive here that only GP is glove locked, and hey, Tudor's gone through all of the others without it. More lag, not as bad, but those enemies still aren't fun. Yeah, unless there's any other thoughts, I will take us out of here. Let's give our runners once again a follow, CS Tutor and JJ Schmidt, to my co-com Night Shifter, and to our tracker today, Cheeseburger Party. Always appreciated, always a party. Thank you for your work. Let's see, coming up ahead on the schedule, we have a lot of stuff going on. I think we've got about 6 different tournaments actively ongoing on CSR.
It's going to be a Wednesday to remember.
Oh, for sure. So, starting off the day at noon Eastern tomorrow, we'll have the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3 Standard Tournament Qualifier number 8. At 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll have a pair of Link to the Past No Major Glitches League 2022 Dark Road Round 2 matches between Bamboo Shadow and Frigger 22, and this is the not Yoko versus Error. And then we've got a whole bunch of Z2R going on. So we'll be having at 8 p.m. Eastern Ghost Knight versus Tiberius, and then at 10 p.m. we'll have a double feature of Night Shifter here versus Sparkles and Dr. K versus Homewrecker. All of that mess will be going on ZSR2. Gonna be a bit of chaos. It should be fun.
I am looking forward to it.
Good luck on that.
Thank you. And I have the fun that I'm commentating the match before, so...
Oh, they'll be chaining it together anyhow, so it should be some fun chaos. I hope I can be around and continue work, not killing me, of course, as cstutor89's Karok. Just enough magic to cast Reflect.
And Karok being kind and not killing him.
So there we go. And also on the schedule will be more LTDP NMG matches. We've got the Wind Waker Randomizer Standard, their Season 5 tournament starting up soon. Their qualifiers just wrapped, so their brackets will be starting up soon. We've got the Link to the Past Randomizer Krelski's tournament and the Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots tournament, so if you want stuff to watch, there is a lot of it. As well as actually the OT Bingo tournament has started up too, so add that to the list of everything. But, as Tudor places his 6th and final gem at an hour 32, I think that is out it here for us. Just waiting on the answer to, I guess, one last question in chat as we get Life 6. Oh yeah, JJ commenting and Karak. Yeah, JJ was apparently not medication, and I was like, wait, I died? Oh, whoops. Fair enough. Yeah, we've all been there. Like me too, yep. That was an excellent showing from you, JJ. So many friends, indeed. Excellent showing from you. Good luck to you in the next round of Swiss. Whoever you're gonna get will not be an easy opponent. And thank for you for watching all. We will see you next time as I go read Tutor and wish him luck with the end of the seed.
Good night, everybody.